Where does Deirdre keep her emergency fags? The cutlery drawer?
What? Hey, I've been up since 6:30.
So he's been watching telly, hasn't he?
He's been doing the milkshake shake. Ken, this is, not Shyman.
Would you stop calling him that? Anyway, it's any wonder that he's shy. House full of strangers and a cantankerous old woman ordering him about.
Why? What's she been making him do?
And now he defends his young.
She had him fetching slippers and passing this and that. Anyway, we only watched 20 minutes television. The rest of the time we've been reading and colouring.
They watched something called High Five. I didn't care for it.
Well, let them just have a smoke and then I'll give you a hand.
Hey, give me a hand? You can't stumble out of bed at 10 to 9 in the morning and give me a hand. You can take over. And have a shave, you look like a vagrant.
Me shave? What about you, the bohemian? I've heard about you, you know. What's your book called? Saturday morning.
Sunday afternoon. And who told you about that?
Who do you think?
Look, you either take them to Portsmouth, or you get on the phone to Bessie Street School and you find somewhere to live.
Yes. Blanche, you just keep your eye on him for a sec.
The first 30 years are the hardest.
Not guilty.
Oh, no, the other.
Bank manager.
Yeah, well, he'll say no, but you go through the motions, don't you?
Killjoys, mate.
You're in the same game, I've heard.
I am, yeah. And it is a game.
Yeah, I'm thinking of selling.
I'll give you a tenner for it.
Done.
Do you know what? I sold that shop once upon a time myself. Is that boiler still dodgy?
Oh, it's got a mind of its own.
Lift your hand to it, mate. Give it a crack. Soon listens.
Well, you know where I am. Daniel Mason.
Nice to meet you. Pete
Good
Barlow.
to meet you.
See you. So then, matey. What do you think to your granddad?
Good.
Good, yeah? Well, you reckon? And he was reading to you, was he? The twits. What's that about, then, the twits, eh? Do you want me to give you a hand with this jigsaw? I don't really know what to say, do you? Look, I'd better nip out for some fags if that's all right. Do you want anything? I'll get you a lollipop. I'll bring you a lollipop back. And so, you just sit there and you just do your jigsaw.
Look, I've done it now, so I don't need a lecture. You're the accountant. Juggle some figures pronto.
All right, Barlow.
Well, you look like you've just stepped out of the salon.
You never said you had a kid with you. Last night, I mean.
Was I supposed to?
No, it don't matter. It's just, well, I never realised, that's all.
Well, that's because I never told you. Not that it took you long to find out.
Right, shall we start this conversation again?
Let's plough on, shall we?
Well, I'm sorry to hear about his mum dying. How's he coping?
Who knows?
And how are you coping?
Oh, me, I'm born to it.
Well, I quite like kids.
Quite. So I know who to come to if I need a babysitter then, shall I?
Well, it depends on who you're going to take out, because I might get insanely jealous and refuse.
You don't change.
See ya.
Take care.
Where on earth have you been?
I've been in the shop.
Cigarettes? Is that what your day revolves around? Cigarettes?
He's 5, Dad. He's all right on his own for 10 minutes.
Look, hey, put yourself second.
We thought you'd taken off.
Oh, I see. Afraid you'd passed on the gene.
Beg your pardon? Would you like to explain that?
I apologise. Sorry. You were always there for us.
Well, I was there for you at 6 o'clock this morning.
Doing the milkshake shake.
I was not doing the milkshake shake.
You were prancing around like a sprite, Kenneth.
I'm not responsible for your negligence.
What's Daniel like, by the way? Only I've been meaning to ask you.
2 minutes parenting and you're throwing things in my
And
face.
Susan? Oh, there was a model child.
Don't you talk about her like that.
I mean, you did all right with Tracy, granted, I'll give you that, because she turned out very well, didn't she?
That's enough.
Do you know how close I am to striking you?
Striking me. Look and learn, everyone.
Hypocrisy in action.
Make it count, then, because if I get up, you're in
He's
trouble.
asking you something.
You think you know it all, don't you? You've always been the same. No one could tell you anything.
The boy's trying to talk to you.
What can I say? We turn into our parents. That's God's cruelest joke.
Then, pity poor Simon.
Will you both please keep quiet? He wants to ask you a question.
What, mate?
Can I have my lolly, please?
Mind if I join you?
It's your backyard.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Good. You know, Deirdre and I took Amy to the zoo the other week, and all the way Amy was saying, "Oh, we're there yet? Oh, we're there yet?" So I turned around and I said, "Be quiet, Amy, you're such a cliche." I can't tell you how we laughed. And Deirdre said it's one of the funniest things I've said in a long time.
I don't get it.
Yeah, well, quite sophisticated, really. It works on different levels. Look, it's not going to help anybody if we fight, is it? Look, despite all my mistakes, despite all yours, he's a poor, disorientated child who's lost a mother and gained a father, and whether you like it or not, his entire future is in your hands. That's a huge responsibility, Peter. It's the biggest thing anyone will ever ask of you. And nothing is more beloved than your children.
There's a social worker here.
A social worker? Why? Peter.
I can't do it.
No.